They sent me to USP McCreary in Kentucky. I come from the state and go to a pen. And I'm like, yo, nigga, I got minimum points in the state. Damn, that's where that's where that shit fuck you up and be like, yo, like, this gotta be like illegal or some type of way.
Ain't got a moment when they see you down, there's no they love and all.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Bounce Back Podcast. I'm your host, B. Luke. Very special guest with me today. So for the people that don't know you, tell them your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
First and foremost, my name is Robby. I'm from the Wild. That's the Bronx, New York. But I came in Mass like 09's passed through real quick. But so everybody out here probably know me as Slikk Pull of the Dawn. Shit, let's see what we get into.
Let's do it. So let's just get right into that. Why the move from New York to Mass?
09, listen, son, I just passed through. Like my peoples was out here and shit, but like I only came out here for 2 weeks. I just literally came to visit. I was out at VA and shit, but I came out here to visit and picked the 15 years.
Wow.
Or 2 weeks, picked the 15 years. But my homie though, I don't got the record though. My homie got the record, man. My homie Wounds got the record. I heard he came out here for like 7-8 hours and shit and caught a bid. So so he definitely got that one. Shout out to Wounds though too, man. We gonna definitely shout out a few fellas, man.
Absolutely.
But Wounds was definitely there, you heard.
So what happens? How you end up doing? You said 15?
15.
Yeah,
so,
not even for 15 days and you get 15 years.
15 years.
Talk about it.
And we was like me and my Codys was like 17, 18 years old. Yeah, son, like I came out here, you know, and I always say, man, I call my bid for being a friend. I mean, like, so it's no regrets there, you know what I mean? At the time we did it, we could get into how excessive time be or whatever the case may be, but I had to get out the way, you know what I mean? We could afford it, but I had to get out the way for one reason or another, so it's just like, it was just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a lot, so, you know, my brother Soul, Ra, I mean, he's still doing time. Me and my Codys, we all out. My brother still, he on his way, but they gave him 20, so he the last one. Okay. So he should be home soon, though.
So what were the charges? What did they charge you with?
Overall charge was like home invasion, attempted murder, armed assault, and dwelling, whatever they start dropping it down to, kidnapping. I mean, you know, it was 18 charges. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 18 charges, you know, they threw in there, but you know how that is, and we out in Pittsfield.
Yeah. Oh, you out now, Pittsfield, Mass.
Pittsfield.
Okay, so talk a little bit about Pittsfield. I met a couple people when I was upstate from Pittsfield, but I don't know much about it. I mean, you wasn't there that long, but...
Hey, yo, Pittsfield is like, well, when I went out there, you know what I'm saying, like now everywhere is like different and things like that, but when I went out there, I ain't gonna lie, like Pittsfield was like a little gangland, you know? Like that shit was different, you know what I'm saying? And there was some names that was buzzing at that time or whatever, so it was... things going on, but I ain't think that. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was houses and shit like that, but yeah, they was banging out this. It was kind of like, I ain't gonna say light, Lena like low like that, but they was on a color thing for a little second, but I don't think it ever got like that extreme out there. You know what I mean? It's Pittsfield, but
when you got locked up, you're waiting trial for a little bit, right? They didn't give you no bail or anything like that. So like, what county is that?
Yo, son, they gave, remember it was like what, $5 million? $5 million. Yeah, joke time bill. You know? Yo, straight joke time shit. So yeah, we ain't have no bail. How I caught the case, you know what I'm saying, we was out in Pittsfield, but I got locked up in Springfield. So I had ended up going to Springfield. I get locked up out there. I mean, funny shit, like, it always happens. Wait, energy. That's what I'm riding nowadays too, son. I've been riding that energy shit crazy. But even back then now, you look at shit and on story, like we out there and I'm like, it was time to go home, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I was trying to already make my way home, but I'm like, nah, today I gotta leave.
Yeah. Didn't make it?
Nah, like, you know, I ended up seeing little bro, so I party a little longer. Yeah. Then I ended up seeing another nigga from the Bronx, and he like, yo, I'm going to Bronx too on a 3 o'clock bus, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, word, all right, fuck it, I'll take that shit with you, door joint. Yeah. I was supposed to get on Peter Pan at 7. Okay. Long story short, 11:30, I get shot. Wow. It's my first day out there. So I dead ass, like, it was for somebody I was with, but it's like, yo, I dead ass gotta like charge it to, like, yo, circumstance, you heard? Like, because like this is literally my first day on this block. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we walking down the street trying to go, I mean, something happens.
What's that experience like? That's your first time getting shot? Or was that something you've been through before?
Yeah, so like, it's crazy because rest in peace, my man JD and Stacks, they was playing cards and shit. Yeah, shout out to Stacks, man. Stacks, you know what I mean? Good dude I met upstate. Yeah, they was playing cards and shit. And it's crazy how I meet son upstate, but I actually met him out in the world though. But I ain't know son. I mean, I was just there. I was just passing through. He was just with my man. I mean, I'm his friend. I'm his man's peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was playing cards. So now, like, I remember now I meet kid upstate, and I'm like, oh shit. I mean, so that's bro. Yeah, they playing cards and shit. And bro wanted to leave. My man like, yo, come on. My man was down, so he like, yo, nah, come on, keep going. They keep playing. Like around 11:30, he shut it down. We go to bounce. We go to cross the street. My man like, yo, let me get a light. Like, you know, something start going off. I go to run, I fall. I get up again. I go to run, I fall. I'm like, yo, son, you better not fall again, you heard? This time I get up. As I start running, blood coming through my forces like a sprinkler though. I mean, so I'm like, oh shit, I'm hit. So I'm telling bros like, yo, where we going? I'm hit. He like, what you hit? Sit down. I said, nah, where we going, man? So we go try to get around. The next thing you know, we finally get to where I'm going. I mean, I think it's because I ran on it so long, so I lose blood. So I started telling niggas like, yo, son, like, yo, damn, son, like, yo, I'm getting like light. But once we got to where we was going and shit, niggas had to get me to the hospital and all that. Wow. I was straight, but they got my information though.
They got you in the foot?
I got shot in my leg. I got shot right here and went through and through.
Yeah, I'm sure running probably didn't help because
I told you I was just losing a lot of blood and shit. So I mean, but that's how they end up getting my information though in the hospital. On top of I'm always charged to a phone call, but I don't know because certain things ain't never come out. But I feel like a phone call and how they got my shit in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? That's how they ended up having me because like next day I ended up having to get up out of where I was at because funny shit. But I mean, so we moved me from one place and as we were going to my other people's spot, I mean, police was already waiting there. You know what I'm saying? They got information like, yo, let's do this somewhere else and shit. Yeah, like grab them up. But even when they grabbed me up thinking I was somebody else. That they ran down on me like, yo, where's your tattoos at? I'm like, I ain't had no tattoos at the time. So I'm like, yo, just talk about. They still grabbed me anyway, even in the precinct thing. But they was like, nah, hold him, we coming for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what ended up happening. And that's when I ended up getting extradited to fucking, they charged me for ibuprofen pills and shit.
Really?
I mean, that's how they held me. That's how they held me in Springfield. Like, yo, we just gonna hold him, charge him. I mean, went to court the next day, let me go to Pittsfield. That was that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I went to Pittsfield after that.
So what county is that?
Berkshire County.
Okay. So you're sitting there on a $5 million bill.
Yeah, it was like $5,500,000. Sure. There was some dumb shit in the newspaper here. I mean, or 500,000, but regardless, it was definitely 500 something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but come on.
What was that experience like in that jail? I mean, being from out of state.
I mean, first they had me in the box for a little while because I came in shot. Yeah. I mean, so I was in the box for a little while, but I mean, they got us up out of there quick. I mean, like everything get blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't do nothing. But you know, like I said, just they always already just like hold you to a standard. You know what I'm saying? They put a label and give you that all within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like they create what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's almost like you become that, especially when you grow up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like so they give you a title, and then it's like we'll say just walking on integrity or something like that. Now you become that title. You know what I mean? Like we'll say that. You know what I mean? So
you were there with your co-defendants too?
Yeah, me and all my co-defendants was there, but you know. Like fucking they ended up splitting us up. You know what I mean? So I know for a time, matter of fact, me and my little brother, we got shipped out together. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's and freaking
Why did you get shipped out?
I forgot exactly what happened. You know, it was a couple things that happened. You know what I mean? A couple things was happening in the jail, and then when they had us in the box so much, you know what I mean? And I guess we were probably doing a lot of shit in the box and all that at that time. You know what I mean? Probably. Whatever, because you know Pittsfield box was horrible. From what I remember, shit turn the high beam on like 6 in the morning. Then it come around like 3:30 some days. I mean, you come out for your rec. They going in your cell. They taking the food that you saving. Yeah. You know what I mean? So they doing a little sucker shit. You can't read your mail in the cell. Wow. You can't write letters in the cell. Like you gotta do everything on your rec time and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like you get nothing in your cell but a jumpsuit, a blanket, and probably like a sheet. And that's it. And if you want to read something, you either get a Bible or another book that was called We're All Doing Time. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, like, you get nothing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nothing.
Where'd they ship you to?
I got shipped to Ludlow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ludlow.
I ended up getting shipped to Springfield. So I got shipped to like Ludlow County and shit. So yeah, I did most of my county days over there and shit. And that's how like I ended up meeting a lot of people from that area. And that's how now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people over there. All that become something within itself and we went upstate. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I was over there for a minute. And soon I walked in the building, that was something different too. But I liked it though. You know, that shit had the high buildings. I'm like, hey, yo, shit, I came out the box. They had me in the box for like 2 weeks. I came out. I looked around the buildings. I'm like, oh yeah, nah, I could get used to this.
Yeah.
The CO chick, oh, fire, son. Hey, yo, I ain't even gonna put out there. Hey, everybody know her though. The light skin joint, green eyes, and all like wagging. Yeah.
Especially when you locked up too.
Yeah,
you don't see many females, if any.
Yo, nah, she, son, she probably like 50 now. She gotta still have it, son.
Yeah. Was this your first time being locked up, or were you locked up back in New York?
Nah, that's my first bed. I'm saying I probably did I ain't even do no little like juvie shit in there. Like, probably held me on a charge for like 60 days or some shit like that. But other than that, like, nah, I ain't do no time. So it's like the first everything. You know what I mean? But like, it's crazy though. Like in New York, niggas always, knew like something was coming. I mean, niggas, we talk about the bid. Like I used to be like, yo, I was one of the little niggas on the block. I couldn't wait to touch the island. Yeah. But then it's like, it's weird how my path changed and like end up in Massachusetts on a fluke. And then like my whole path goes like instead of like going a route of like New York and the island and all, like, we got it downstate and then but we got 100 maxes.
Who knows,
though.
Man, that could have. I always look at situations like that might have saved your life. That might have prevented you from going back to New York and losing your life or something.
Absolutely, because we all walking a fine line. So like walking in there is definitely way. Like I said, it's 100 maxes out there. Like, so out here it was different. It was one max. So you almost kind of had to like just play the game.
Smaller system.
Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? So you play the game. Like shit really, I said they almost, I said definitely created it, you know what I mean? And like just,
let's just rewind it a little bit before we get into the bid. Like what was it like growing up in the Bronx? Like explain that to me. I'm from out here.
I came with the ports young, so like once you start going to school by yourself, that's when you kind of start figuring out what it is. So like for me, like I'm from a block, 166 Tel Avenue, like that's my block, that's my hood. I'm from 6 Wild, but then it's like I was born around 1420 in Walsh. You know what I'm saying? Like then I lived on Allerton, Parkside Projects. You know what I mean? But other than that, I really don't mess with nobody because I'm from my block. I mean, my block back then we didn't really mess with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know a lot of people in the Bronx, how people know, like, and I've always been by myself for some reason. So like, I always be dolo, but I mean, that's my block too. Well, individuals living dangerously. So
I mean, I'm sure you must have heard about crews like, was it Sex, Money, Murder, Pistol Pete, and all that. That's the homies. That's a whole different lane. Like my shit just a block. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so it's like a neighborhood. I mean, what I'm talking about is a neighborhood. You know, that's something different. I mean, like that's. But I'm sure you must have heard of.
Oh no, I've heard of all that. You know what I mean? Like me personally though, like I've never met one of them.
Right.
In New York, I never met one of them.
New York's huge. I mean,
man, listen, man. I never met one of them. I mean, but now I know somebody else from rap. But like back then, like it was almost like you never seen them for real. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like it was on like. It used to be a lot of shit that you, so you never, I never really seen them. I was always outside, like, but also though, I ain't never deal with nobody, so that's probably why I ain't see niggas.
So talk a little bit about, like, what was school like growing up out there? Were you a good student? Did you take to the academic side? Did you get in trouble?
School was fun, but niggas always used to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I always remember getting in trouble, son. Like, so I never really was interested, I say. And then New York, like back then, like they really had that no child get left behind shit in effect. So that was like crazy. So like, like once I got to like junior high, it was like almost over. But I was going, but we was barely going. We was getting in trouble, but we was still passing grades. I mean, so I was going to school in like 169 and 3rd Ave and shit. For like my whole junior high school year, like 6th, 7th, and then 8th grade, like I finally got transferred to like my zone school, like around my neighborhood. Like they would never let me go, so they finally let me go, and I probably went there for like a couple weeks. And like, we used to always like do shit like fighting and all that, banging out. So we used to play point them out, knock them out. That's that shit we used to do back then. Then we play point them out, knock them out. You know what I'm saying? Everything like that. After school, we going banging out. We used to go up a route. It'd be shit. Other schools would be running. Oh shit, they coming. You know what I'm saying? Like so So that used to be our days and all that. I mean, that's how we used to press the girls. Oh, I mean, shit. All of that, yeah, all that. But you know, press the girls. You know, it used to be everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So one day, high schools had a half a day, and he like, yo, what's all these dudes doing like around our school and all that, like in our neighborhood and shit. Like,
and they were from out of town?
Nah, they were from out of town, but they was like high school kids and all that. Like, so these dudes just hanging around, like, so we figured out, we like, yo, we start walking, we like, all right, we about to, you know, about to have some fun.
Yeah.
My other man like, yo, shit, I got the camera. I'm like, word, turn that shit on. So
star.
So we walking this shit, so freaking so I walk up on one kid, tap him on the shoulder and shit, I pop on it. Boom. So when I pop on him, all the girls start grabbing me. Oh, yo, hold on, I called my girls over. Like, yo, hold up. So it turned into that. So we did all that. So then my fellas called me back, like, yo, come here. So we see some dudes and, you know, I'm just gonna say like they was from the opposite side and shit. So, I mean, and this is fairly new back then. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, hell nah. Like, yo, hold up. So I run over there by myself, but I'm thinking people behind me, but nobody's behind me at the time.
You gotta hate with that.
So I run up to like 5 dudes and all that. Same thing, tap them on the shoulder, turn around, get him. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, one dude runs though.
Yep.
So one dude runs off. So, you know, now I'm square up to like 4 dudes and shit. But now all my fellas coming, all that, you know what I mean? Like,
caught up.
Yeah, so it's like a little melee going on, but we thrashing them. Dudes got dudes in the trash can, hitting them with a bike. You know what I mean?
Crazy stuff.
Let me do weird, like, they have fun.
I've seen
like,
people get hit with a bike before.
Yeah, like, before jump off a car, like, these niggas start getting goofy. Like, shit
flying elbows, watching wrestling.
Now, always being aware of your surroundings. And, I hear something breaking in the background. I don't pay no mind, this man fall. So I'm like, yo, so I'm fighting somebody in a car. Somebody hits me in my neck. I turn around and hit him. Boom. But he drops a glass bottle. So when I see the glass bottle fall out of his hand, I'm like, oh shit. I mean, that's when the son stabbed me in my neck. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So he stabbed me in my neck with a glass bottle, so I ended up getting like 90 stitches, 45 in and out.
That's ugly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Glasses are ugly. I got a scar from glass. Shit. It's an ugly scar. It's not like a little,
you know I mean? I got the cuts around it, because like I said, it was a glass bottle, so... So fucking
on the neck too, man. You hit the wrong spot.
Was a half an inch away from my jugular.
Sheesh.
Word. So
I mean, was that like a wake up call for you at all, or did you just?
Nah,
we still young minded at that time.
Yeah, I was 14. And I never forget, because it was my shorty's birthday and shit. So October 24th, 04. So when the fella's like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, you already know why I throw it up on camera and all that, man. I'm like, yo, son, I'm straight, man. But I walk down the block. I walk like 5 blocks. I get to my hood, I see my older fellas and all that, and they like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, man, we just seen these dudes and all that, man. Yeah, you know, we had to thrash him, my nigga stabbed me in my neck.
Shit.
They like, well, let me see. So I was like, they like, oh, nah, you gotta run, like, you gotta hurry up, so that shit opening and all that, you heard? I'm like, word, so I'm 1 block away. I'm running the last block, damn near pass out.
Yep. It's that whole thing, the running, getting the blood flowing, like, that's how you bleed out.
So now when I just walk 5 blocks, said chilling, talking to niggas and all that.
Damn.
You can tell me run the last block.
You didn't even wrap it up or nothing?
Nah, I was holding it on. I think somebody gave me a rag or something. I mean, so I run the last block, almost died. And yo, God bless my aunt, man. So she always was there for the nastiest shit. Because it always happened in my hood, and that's where she's from. So that's how I ended up going over there. So I started going over there when I was like 9, 10, and that's just been that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but they always been from over there, so that's kind of how that went, you know what I mean? Like,
what ended up happening with high school? Did you end up going to high school?
High school, yeah. So like same shit, like so that didn't even happen in school. Yo, I got kicked out of my zone school. So from there, yo, I damn near went to every school in the Bronx. You heard? Like every school that would take me to. Finally, they sent me to Brooklyn. I went to Brooklyn for 1 day, got into a fight, left. Got jumped at the train station, never went back to Brooklyn again.
So how far is that, like, to go from the Bronx to Brooklyn? Was that like a commute?
Yeah, that shit was mad far, but like they sent me to school in like Flatbush. I'm like, yo, I'm not going to no Flatbush, but when we get there, the principal was like, yo, since I came all the way from the Bronx, you want to just leave me here for the day? My mom was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, fucking, I said, yo, man. I said, she would say that shit. So I'm like, yo, so I said, I go to a couple classes, I go to lunch. I'm just sitting in the back, man. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just like, I'm waiting for class to be over, man. Like, I already knew it was gonna come. Dude was like, yo, what you think you gonna be coming over here talking to our chicks and all that? Pops with them.
Damn, right off.
Yeah, niggas start jumping me in the school. I'm thrashing.
You was waiting for somebody to say something.
I hit security. Nah, but I already knew what was coming. Like, some little girls just laugh, smiling. You know what I'm saying, like, new kid in the joint. Like, what you come to press me for? Like, I ain't say nothing to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm also like, but I also want to get out of here too, though. Like, and that's literally like, yo, like, I do that. Like, you walked into one person.
That's
like,
their insecurity.
Like, that's what we do for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I pop on them, boom, whatever. I get out of there. So I walk down. I was like, fuck this school, man. So I go, pull up, cross the street, pull out my flag, walking down the block. Yo, these dudes wasn't there earlier. You heard? Like, yo, it's mad dudes at this train station this time. I'm like, yo.
Here we go.
I'm like, yo, man, no, you can't cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be the pussiest thing ever to just cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Which I just could have did. I'm not from Brooklyn. I mean, I could just cross the street. Mama did this. I'm like, yo, maybe they just gonna let me walk by. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I go to walk, they punch me right by shit.
No one was going
So we start shaking this shit. They stomping me out. Somebody say, hey, what y'all doing? I hit the steps. Pew. Damn. Never went back to Brooklyn again. See, like I said, it's another fluke. Like, come on, I never go to Brooklyn. Like, they never gonna see them again. I mean, like, it's a fluke, man. It is what it is.
Did you ever think like you might have been the issue? Did you carry yourself a certain way where people might have issues? Or you think it's just chalk it up to that's how it was in New York at the time?
I just chalk it up to, I mean, my flag was a different color than theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That was in their neighborhood. Yep. I mean, like,
I got you.
It just happened. You know what I mean? I had to take everyone on the hop. Like I said, I'm not gonna come all the way back to Brooklyn. I'm saying like me, cause if I'd have asked my friends to, like we would have went to Brooklyn. Right. We would have definitely went over there, but they'll say like that was one they could have. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure somebody in the Bronx feeling that.
I'm sure it's been the other way around a couple times when they come to
you cannot win them all. You heard? Like you cannot. Yep. I mean, but I'm going out though. Like, I mean, you going like, nah, that nigga was different. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But
did you end up graduating high school? So
junior high school, my mom was like, yo, I mean, I want to go to your graduation because it's probably gonna be the only one. I mean, like, this probably gonna be the graduation. Like, ain't probably gonna be no graduation like this. I'm like, yo, like, I just got kicked out of every school in the Bronx. I'm not graduating. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't never go back to Brooklyn. You know, when I graduated, you heard?
You said you did?
Yeah, the diploma comes in the mail.
Wow.
I said, yo, get the fuck out of here.
you were surprised.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I went and going to high school.
Okay, so what was your plan after that? Did you plan to go to college? Did you plan on getting a job, or was it like I'm invested full time into the street thing?
I had zero plan. I ain't even gonna say I was full invested to the street thing because like I really wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we was fighting, we was doing shit.
You wasn't really getting money like that.
So he wasn't really thinking nothing. And I mean, I started getting some money, but I mean, like, but thinking of nothing. Yeah. I'm saying, like, I still, like, I maybe was 0 years old, so we still wasn't thinking of it. I caught the case at 18. So it's like, even then, I still ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, nah, it wasn't thinking. But I mean, as I went down south, like, cause like I got kicked out of like damn near every school. Not every school, but shit. When I went to Taft first. Taft was my first high school. I probably went there for like 2 weeks. That was like kind of like our opposition's neighborhood. You know? Even though I kind of lived over there too. You know what I'm saying? Like you still have to walk through. I mean, I basically I don't that op shit weird to me because I don't got no ops and nothing like that. But like, I mean, like people that we had problems with back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to have to walk through their neighborhood, and I had a shorty over there. So like, I used to like stop on their block. I mean, probably had to come out. But then I started getting cool with some of them. But I probably had to come out, fight some of them or something like that. But I mean, like it used to always be. But I used to walk through her, or they probably get into it in my neighborhood early in that day. I mean, then I come walking through, and then they be like, "Yo, why y'all be letting him walk through here like that?" Like yo, but then they got like, "Yo, shit got to be retarded to walk through here." Like, why, like?
Is that a crazy?
So it's like, yo. So sometimes niggas don't even fuck with me because like, yo, why is this nigga just walking through here by himself?
Well, yeah, they might think
with his neighborhood.
If he's smart, he might have a pipe on him or something.
Yeah, like if you go think, I mean, like you just never know. But I mean, like, and so.
All right, so
that's how it used to be. So I got kicked out of that shit 2 weeks. Then I went to like another school, Smith. All right. And I said I'm not interested. I used to go in there late, shit like that. And one day, teacher's mad nice to me. She like, yo, oh yeah, hold me, take you off your jacket. I'm saying like you might sit down. I'm like, no, I might do some work today.
Gotcha.
I had the walkie-talkies at the door. You heard? So they like, yo, oh, I smell like weed. So I'm like, yo, I smell like bud every day. Hey. I said, so they take me downstairs, yo, so I ain't gonna lie, they violated too, so they strip searched me and all that. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, took me to some, like, little ass closet, joint strip searched me, but I ain't even had, like, a lighter on me or nothing, so I'm like, yo, what's up, I go back to class? They like, yeah, nah, sit in this little room. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm out of here, like, I'm going home, so I'm like, fuck you talking about? So I go to bounce, so I go to leave and all that, and they like, yo, now you go to grab my arm, since the person go to grab my arm, pops on them, and then split my hand, but I got expelled from school. Damn. From there, I go to suspension schools, and so then I went to after suspension schools, I go to Truman, and that was like my last high school in the Bronx. That's because I ended up moving to VA. So
yeah, so talk about that. You moved to VA. Why?
Well, we got up out of the Bronx. Long story short, we got out of the Bronx because my mom was in a situation that wasn't cool. You heard? So we had got up out of the Bronx, but then you know how that goes. Sometimes people still like linger around. So whatever. But we went upstate New York. Me and dude just wasn't cool. Like I just didn't like dude. You know what I'm saying? So that
like her boyfriend.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just didn't like dude. So you know what I'm saying? Like it just. So I used to try to stay away. So I was staying in the Bronx. But then I was staying in the Bronx. My little brother and his house caught on fire. We had just bought some dogs and shit. I ended up bringing them upstate. So I was upstate in Newburgh. So that's how I ended up going like Newburgh, New York for a little while. I mean, shout out to Newburgh. You heard, man. My first and foremost, my son Polo from out there.
Okay.
I mean, I met bro in the FEDS though. But you know, I mean, he from Newburgh though. So shout out to Newburgh,
what was the situation with your dad? Is that somebody that was never around? Was he locked up?
Nah, ironically, my dad, my pops did same bit as me, like he probably did like 15, you know what I'm saying? But my shit was 12 to 15. Yeah. I don't know exactly what his was. But
was his in New York?
Yeah, his was in New York. His was in New York. He did he did a bit up there. Shit was like, I remember he was in Elmira because we ended up moving out there by Elmira because I used to go on like conjugal visits and shit like that. Like my mom was married to him and shit, so I used to go on conjugal visits. You know what I mean? I stayed out there like, I mean, so that shit was different though. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, you go there, that's in the whole little apartment and all that. Like shit got TVs, all that. Niggas step outside for count, come back in, we cooking food. All that shit. That shit is that.
So did you have
your pops for the weekend?
Did you have a lot of family members that like was getting locked up? Is that something that was kind of normal within your family? Or?
Nah, I wouldn't even say like, cause like yo, like I'm Puerto Rican, you heard? So like a lot of my family not really like in the street. Like I got like a good family. You know what I'm saying? So like that's where like fine line. You know it's a. Yeah. But nah, my family not in the street. So like nah, I ain't used to that at all. Like it's just my pops. You know what I'm saying? But I never knew him though. He got locked up when I was probably like either my mom was pregnant or probably when I was like 1 or something. But somewhere where I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? So. And then like we was good for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying, going up there, doing all that. But then my mom's had my little sister. That became something that, you know what I'm saying, like he ain't really, not really for you. Like, he lost complete I mean, I ain't been in touch with him since, you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't rocked with me since, like none of that, you know what I mean? And I mean, I ended up probably seeing him like around 04, caught a case, and he came to one of my court dates, but that was about it, you know what I'm saying? Like when I had got sent up to Supreme Court, I woke up in the Supreme Court one day and I see the nigga sitting there. I walked straight up to him because I was walking in front of my mom's. I'm like, yo, I already know where I'm going, so I'm walking him. But I see son sitting there. Yeah, I walked straight up to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my twin just with a bald head. I woke up to him and same shit. He like, yo, I'm surprised you still remember what I look like. Like, shit, I look at you every day in the mirror. Like, we got the same mold, everything. Bro. Like, it'd be much just different. I got hair and all that, like, but yeah, then after that, like I said, we went to the court shit, walk outside, like, probably spoke to him right quick. I never forget, son, he gave me $100. Last thing I remember, that nigga walking towards the Yankee Stadium. I ain't never seen that nigga again, son.
Wow.
Never
so you said you was in Supreme Court?
Yeah.
What was that for? How'd you get there?
I'm questioning a gun case.
And this was in New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I caught a gun case in New York. And crazy, I caught the gun case the same day I got expelled from school. Wow. Same day I punched his assistant principal in the face, got expelled from school, son.
And you were fighting from the street, or you were locked up? When
I was fighting from the street. I was like 13. Yeah. I was like 13.
So
14.
how does it get to the Supreme? Is it like appeals? How does that?
Cause they try to like, I mean, back then they was trying to charge like as an adult left and right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what they was trying to do. They were like, it was
so it's
like,
unconstitutional. So they brought it up to pretty much the Supreme Court.
I don't even know. I know they moved that shit to the Grand Concourse. I think it's because after I think they did try to charge me as or youthful offender. Some shit they did. You know what I'm saying? Like something they did. I mean that shit went into the fucking Grand Concourse. Man. Wow. Grand Concourse is Supreme Court. Like as far as like you know what I'm saying, like we should go from like regular district to over there as felony. So I don't know.
Talk about Virginia a little bit. What happens down there? What are you getting into down there?
Man, I went to Virginia, son. I wanted to get back into school, but when I finally tried to go back, I aged out. I want to say I probably just turned 18, and then I caught this case. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I went. I went down to VA, and it was like, I love VA. That shit, like, the South I fell in love with, but it's slow. Yeah. But that's good for me though, cause like we move fast, so it's slow, and I like that type of shit. It's like peace of mind for me. Absolutely. So I was real comfortable down there. I really, like I said, I met a good dude, and that was like the end. My son, I gotta get his name. Torn, my son Torn. I'm bugging. My son Torn. Yeah, I mean he was from, cause it's like I want to say I was in Richmond, Virginia. I only remember like the two main hoods, and that was like Fort Hill, and then it's some Cedar Woods, like Cedar something, some shit like that.
Yeah, was a big gang presence down there.
I mean, there was some homies. There was some homies down there. You know, gang. That shit starting to get everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
but it wasn't everybody.
Nah, everybody wasn't on it, but no, it was definitely a presence everywhere and shit like that. Yeah, it was definitely a presence everywhere. But it was good that I met like my son, cause like I said, he was from Fort Hill, and then I want to say like the other one's like Cedar Hill or some shit like that. But
well, you said you loved it down there. What about it did you love? Was it because it was a little bit slower?
I mean, for one, like you gotta understand, like yo, out of town is the shit. So like that's why
it's a fresh start, right?
Yo, you find New York motherfuckers everywhere, but like I don't know what other people should be, but like mine, son.
Well, with the ladies, or just everything, man.
I mean, ladies, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna say like just
got
in
whole
general,
different swag and everything.
We just gonna say about in general, like she like outside of New York, all ladies is like official, son. Like I mean, that's how I look at it, because like you get to see like different now. It's like this is like with different like VA. I was in Richmond, predominantly black. Women is beautiful. Yeah, I'm saying put together, hair together. I mean, like just like glowing. You know what I'm saying? And then like 17, 18. They all working, damn near driving, almost on their way to own crib, in school. It's like, yo, all that shit is like damn near mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be getting that shit in that order, like no matter what, damn near. You heard like they graduating on time, so that's why I say like 17, like, cause like they 13 in college. I mean, in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like they on time. You heard like so that's how it is. So like you'll see a chick working and she'll be like 17, but she already graduated. You know what I'm saying? So I was glad I was down there and I was that age. I was young, but like I'm dealing with older chicks. Yeah. But now I'm looking at these young ones like, yo, like, I'm saying, but same thing. So I end up catching, but it's lit down there. You catching good women. So like you get treated different. You know what I'm saying? Like you get treated different. I mean, you walking in, and that's anywhere damn near out of town. Yeah. I mean, so it almost gets like that anyway. Chicks is driving. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost gotta drive.
When you start going down south, those places are so big. Like, the corner store be like a 10-minute car.
Outside New York, like almost everybody gotta drive. Like everybody, that's what it is. So it's like. So now you already see that difference changing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like I said, they get in their own spots. Shit is cheaper or so, whatever the case is, or they just own their shit. I mean, chicks had their crib, so like, so stuff like that just already changed your mindset. So you start loving the scene like that, you know what I'm saying?
So what about like Boston? I know you said Springfield, Pittsfield. Yeah. You spend a lot of time in Boston at all, or not much?
I've never been to Boston, son. Like, I mean, I've never been to Boston. I mean, I passed through, I probably stopped. Yeah, but I still haven't got with none of the men yet and all that. Let's see if I check anybody while I'm out here and shit.
VA, now we fast forward. Now we're gonna bring it to you're in Ludlow, right? You're waiting trial. What are you thinking? Are you thinking about going to trial? Did you plead out? Like what happens with all of that?
I'm just gonna say I was gonna go to trial. I didn't like the witness list. I got out the way. Okay,
I heard that. So talk about that experience in Ludlow. What's that prison like, or what's jail? What's that jail like?
Ludlow was
all
cool.
All Springfield cats, I imagine, right?
Ludlow was cool. Yeah, it's all Springfield. You know, you probably have like a couple sprinkle of niggas who's like from other counties probably got kicked out of their county. Like when I first got there.
Yep.
I mean, finally let me out the pop and all that, and they put me like on A2, I want to say. That's when I first like meet some of the homies and shit like that, and then but you know there was some Nietas there, Kings, you know what I'm saying? I'm meeting other people and shit. I remember like first getting there and all that, like I mean when the Nieta dudes come to me, and he seen like we kind of I guess just seeing how I walked in or whatever, and he just like rolled down. He like yo this is kind of what we on over here, but like like you know. I mean, Spanish dudes be on the Spanish dudes and black dudes be on the blacks, whatever the case may be. But like, yo, it's a black dude here, son. Like, we hear he got a funny case or whatever the case is. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, let me holler at the fellas, see what they do over here and all that, like what's going on and whatever. And you know, story, you know, he run down on a kid or whatever, and he was from Boston. And I want to say his case involved the baby or something like that. Now, mind you, like, I don't know, cause like, you know, I ain't getting pressed for nothing, and I'm not doing nothing funny either. So like, if I'm bagged for something, like. You gonna have to hold that down, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm bagged for something, like yo, it had to go that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm bagged for something, it had to go that way. So even if something was involved, I'd be like, yo, son, it was a mistake. Cause we not talking no like pedophile shit. I don't know kids charges or nothing, but like, so we're not gonna never be talking none of that over here. So, you know what I mean? Like, if you talking about like, cause that's what they were saying, like, you were saying, like, kid might like harm the baby, but like, during something or something, maybe baby got died or something, I don't know.
Yeah. Did he get checked out of Suffolk, perhaps? Maybe is that how
I have no idea, you heard, and I don't really remember his name neither. So we went down on kid or whatever, and you know what I mean, he like, yo, son, what you here for or whatever? He like, yo, I'm here for trafficking guns. Yo, word? Yo, like, where you work at? He like, I sent it out or something, or I got wind on my lawyer. I'm like, yo, son, so niggas like, yo,
that's a red flag, the lie.
You got 2 weeks to get that, you heard? Like, you got 2 weeks to get that.
Yep.
But I be snapping though, like you can't let me think for 5 seconds, you heard?
Right. What happened? Did he check off or did he?
Nah, so like, you know, it's always something like, so somebody like, yo, he like, yo, that nigga lying. Somebody like, yo, that nigga lying, so that nigga motherfucking, I seen that nigga upstairs on 8-3, that nigga was flushing his paperwork. Like, what? Yeah, so long story, like niggas my dad old boy and all that. Niggas good going up and shit. Them saying whatever.
Yeah, leave the easy way, leave the hard way, I guess.
Niggas didn't go up and shit. He ended up getting out of there. But then they ended up coming to get all of us though for that shit though.
Yeah.
I'm saying they ended up coming like 3 in. He grabbed the Neanthas first, then he grabbed us up, shit like that, put us in the box. Or whatever. So ever since after that, I mean, and then Lutlow do some weird shit with like they start putting you on like special management. So like every time you go to box, it's like automatic 38. Shit like that, so you know what I mean. So
all right, so you take your sentence. You said it was what, a 12 to 15?
Yeah, I took 12 to 15.
Okay, so what's the first stop? Is it Concord? What's classification?
Nah, my first stop was Walpole.
Walpole was class. Okay.
Yeah, my first stop was Walpole. So like fucking on.
So what was that experience like at Walpole when you get there?
Walpole was whack, son, cause like shit was like. Walpole was whack, cause like when I first get there, me, my brother, and one of the other fellas, like we all walked in together. So like my brother's number was 101, so mine was 102. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like yo, that means we were side by side, like we literally came in together. Yeah, I'd be walking down to the unit, son. They stop at the gate. They like, yeah, we gotta split y'all. Be on each other's car. Like what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we like, you know, serious. Like we did it, just copped out in court together, came upstate together, rode in the van together, just was in the tank together, just walked down here together. And now you're standing right here telling us that we're enemies standing here side by side together.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That was the first sign of like, come on.
Yeah. And they said that y'all was enemies?
They said we was on each other's card.
Okay, so explain that for the people who might not know.
It depends on what it is, but the fact to sit there and say like, yo, y'all enemies.
Right, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're using, this is your language is everything. You saying y'all enemies, y'all on each other's car, like yo, how in the fuck?
Yeah, so y'all got split up?
Yeah, make that make sense. So yeah, we got split up. So I mean, my brother goes and in regular pop, and they put me like on a small unit. I forgot what that shit's called, but it was like, it's like a small unit in the back and shit. So it had me there for a minute, but then over the weekend, my codees and the copping out. Then they had my codees on my brother card.
Gotcha.
So then they switched us out. You know what I'm saying? So they put my brother on the small unit and put me over there.
All sorts of
but then my brother, I think, put my brother in the box. They put my brother in the box, some shit like that, until he went upstate or something.
So where'd you get class to?
I got class in the max, you know what I'm saying? But that was cause like, some shit ended up happening back in Walpole, you know what I'm saying, we won't get into, but, you know what I'm saying, like, and niggas ended up putting us in the box, but while we sitting in the box, like, niggas ended up catching tickets. That's something you'll never know, like, I probably was never, I'll never know if I was ever really going to the max. I probably have to look at certain things, but who those niggas was ever really going to the max? It'd be right there in Walpole, where niggas start getting fucked over for real, you know what I'm saying, like, cause you gotta think about what they can use and what they can't use, so like, for real, like, I don't even think I was going, cause like, my points was never really that high, and I don't know, like, I met niggas who said they had 30 points, and I used to be like, yo, how the fuck? Like, I don't know, I used to be like, yo, how the fuck you got 30 points?
And you're not,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't had, like, bro, I don't think I ever hit like 17.
So when you get up to the max, are you in the box right away? What happens there?
When I got to the max, I was in the box in Walpole. I was in the box in Walpole because, like I said, fucking some shit happened in Chow Hall. I ain't make it to Chow. My unit didn't make it to the Chow Hall, so niggas is playing cards. I'm playing cards and shit. We hit a freeze up, but I don't think nothing of it though. You know what I mean? So we're still playing like, fuck it, yo. It's like hour, 2 hour freeze up though. Yo, next thing you know, they like, yo, hold him in, yo, you gotta lock in. I'm like, I gotta lock in for what? Yeah, just lock in. Next you know, that's when niggas end up finding out, like, yo,
something serious went down.
People was involved and shit like that. So next you know, now they come to get me. They took me to the box, shit like that. I mean, then we just sat in the box. Like, I ain't do nothing though.
It's crazy.
But now I'm saying like, yo, but now how I get a ticket is at one point I wrote a letter, but I was just writing a letter to somebody. I was just letting them know kind of what happened though. Like, yo, something just transpired. So you know, like. I mean, I don't really know what it was for, like, and I mean, to this day, I still say I ain't know, you know what I'm saying, what it was for, you know what I mean, like, but, I mean, like, it is water on the bridge, like, you know what I mean, and, yo, son, like, that's what I went to the max for, like, I mean, they basically, you know what I mean, sign one thing, oh, you talking about this, you're saying they be saying that you're saying that, and that's a gang letter, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So that's a gang letter, so now you got me a category 1 ticket, so that puts you, I mean, up there. So now you're definitely going. If you wasn't going, now you're definitely going. Because like I said, even with the category 1 ticket, I probably never had more than like 14 points. So you got to figure like, yo, was niggas even ever really going to the max and shit like that? Because like, yo, that's why I asked niggas. I'm like, yo, I don't know how, but maybe Scott don't got no record as a young. You know what I mean, so that's probably why. I mean, I don't see the 20s and the 30s in points, but I think a nigga in the booth when he talking about, yo, you got 20, 30 points, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it has been some niggas down in the median zone with some high points and shit like that, like for other reasons.
How long did you stay in the max for?
I did my whole time in the max.
You did the whole time?
They kicked me out I did 10 years in the max.
10 years, okay.
Between the max and DDU.
How'd you get DDU ticket? What happened with that? How long into your bid does that come?
I probably caught like 3 or 4 DDU tickets. I probably went for a couple, like one was like, but another one was like a letter. I mean, probably gave me like a suspended sentence for, you know what I'm saying, fucking, couple was like fights and shit like that. Yeah, and I won't say like my longest one was like probably 18 months, but I mean, with sitting in the box and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, my longest one was 18 months, 'cause I never get into nothing super crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, so...
Crazy stuff does happen up there, right?
Yeah, crazy shit happens, like shit. I mean, soon as I got up there, I used to see shit. Like, shit happen. I see the stabbing, like, as soon as we get up there, like, as soon as I got up there, it was a stabbing, shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, and then, like, we done been around other shit, you probably involved in shit, you know what I mean? So, like, I mean, it's always getting crazy. Like, I mean, that's a funny story, yo. My man, App, Springfield, Big Apple, Little Apple. I'm saying good dudes I met and shit, but I used to be on the unit with App, they like from the Ave and shit like that. See, like, and that's another thing too, being in Springfield, like, I used to deal with everybody from every neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then some of them ended up being like affiliated, you know what I mean? And that also became something, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was all love. On my end, like, I used to fuck with dudes from everywhere, and they fucked with me, you know what I mean? Like I said, I always kept it one way, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, but like, it always used to kind of, I say now, like, I used to, and I see now, like, it used to kind of always be like, yo, damn, like, how this dude, like got dudes from all these different neighborhoods, like chilling together and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should be like, you know what I mean? Like when we just doing this on some man time shit, that's kind of what it's about. Like, I'm from a neighborhood too. I mean, so I kind of understand, I mean, certain things, but I used to be like, yo, if we not on it to the fullest extent, then, I mean, some things could be bypassed, or maybe, like, there wasn't certain people involved, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I don't know dudes' politics and nothing like that, but I'm like, yo, I mean, like, if dudes could be, like, right here, then you could be right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's obviously, y'all able to do it, you know what I mean? So that used to be something that, I mean, like, so my man App, though, like, he used to always tell me, because he did it big. So he used to tell me, like, yo, how shit was. Shit wasn't nothing like how he said, maybe back in 08 and all that. Like,
right.
To me, like, maybe, yo, that shit wasn't like how he said, that shit sound like Baby Island or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, they used to run down on niggas in the, on like the visits and all that. Like, let nigga be like no good or something like that. Like, hey, yo, man, this nigga's a pussy. Like, yo, my name is Robert Holderman, W97102. You heard? Like, hit me up. You know what I mean? Like, hey, yo, like type shit. You heard? Like, you know what I mean? Like, your real shit. Like, it wasn't like that. You heard? Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like that.
All that kind of died down a little bit.
I'm like, yeah, son, like. And he said he used to be going down and like, yo, man, all right, well, shit, next time you see me, my name not gonna be Slikk Puller, you heard? My shit gonna be, I mean, like, Shank or something. I said,
right.
I said, yeah, man, niggas be calling me Shank, you heard? Like, hey, yo, and first thing I did, though, was go up there and get caught some knives, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you get sent to DDU for the knives or just the whole time for that?
No, I just got whole time.
Okay.
I just got whole time.
Was you up there when the dude got...
2012 when the police got stabbed in the neck.
He was up there for that?
Police got stabbed in the neck.
I mean, what was the environment like after that, as far as like from the COs? Like, how are they treating y'all? Like, what's the payback like?
Yo, it's crazy because, like, damn, son, free my son Stick, man, you heard? Damn, son, Stick, man, where the fuck is he at? Where the fuck is Stick, man, son? Yo, I love that. Yo,
if anybody knows where Stick Man is at, drop it in the comments.
Yo, man, son,
free
he already know, man, from the jungle to the moon, you heard? He know that, man. Damn, son, like, I don't know where he at.
Yeah.
Last time he hit me, I was in the feds. Man, but
Were cops running down on people, trying to beat people up and all that stuff after that shit happened?
Yeah,
so retaliation?
After that shit, it was crazy because like, the whole shit was whack. The whole shit was whack off the gate anyway. Like, son stood on what he stood on. You heard? Like, and that's crazy. Like my food was it's so crazy. Like, my food was involved in that. I mean, like he was cooking for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Like that day and all that. Like, I mean, so that's why that shit is like crazy. Like, and Stick Me, he only had 7 fucking months. Son.
Wow.
My son had like less than 7 months left, son.
Damn.
I don't even know what they gave. I don't even like talk about that shit. I don't even know what they gave me. I know it was a dub and better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even talk about shit like that. You don't ask a nigga what they gave you, nothing. Like, but I'm pretty sure they told me, like, he probably said it in the letter, because he was like, yo, bro, yeah, they gave me 24 to 27. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, that's how he was, though. He like, but last time he wrote me, I want to say, like, yo, bro, I got 2 months and 19 days to get out of DDU, like, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and like I said, that was 2022. Yeah. So I don't even know where the bro at. So I don't know if they kept him in the state, you know what I'm saying, or they shipped him out or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, they probably, you know what I'm saying, but like, I mean, I know wherever he at though, he should be chilling though. My son is,
but
great.
The COs were acting up though afterwards?
They like, so they was definitely acting up. Like I said, they kept us on lockdown for like 2-3 months. Yeah. It wasn't giving us our commissary. Like, we ordered like fucking, we put in 85 bags every week for like a month, and the Christmas packages. You know what I mean? Then next you know, like nigga, fucking like a month later, nigga, we get 4 bags. You ain't taking the money.
And plus, I heard stories of dudes not wanting to eat the trays because you don't know what the COs are doing with that too. But you got
niggas had to eat that. You know, like niggas had to eat that. Son, like niggas had to eat that. But yeah, they was violating. Son, like they was giving us some showers. Like I caught Mercer in that shit. Bro, like I caught Mercer in that shit. Son, yo, son, on some bugged out shit. I see the littlest looking like pimples, son. Mind you, them niggas showering in the sink and shit. Hey, yo, I just said like this. Instantly? And like the pencil and like the pimple, like it looked at white. Right. Like it looked like it was ready. So I mean, y'all just like that, and shit like literally like just like peeled off, like boom. So I don't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Like a day or two later, and like niggas is jumping in the sink and all that, but I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not examining, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I'm making sure my shit good. Like, nigga, I'm like watching TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? In the mirror watching TV, like, yo, you got the curtain up, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the homie, shout out to Homie Fever. Homie Fever was my subby. Homie Fever from Lynn. So, yeah, so like.
That's wild.
Hey, yo, so like, yeah, so I catch Mercy in that shit. So I'm like, yo, miss. You know what I'm saying? She seen that shit, yo, bro, like, yo, the shit wasn't bleeding, nothing.
Did it hurt?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't see it till like, then I realized the shit. I'm like, yo, the shit was like a hole, son. Like, you probably could feel like a Q-tip in that shit. Not like a hole.
So how did
like
they treat that? They give you like some cream, some antibiotics?
She brought me, she straight brought me the horse pill, whatever that shit is. Yeah, the big ass pill. She brought that shit. I mean, she's like, yo, cause they wasn't even pulling us out of the cell.
Wow.
And like, she ain't even examining me, nothing. She's like, yeah, nah. Like, I'm like, yo, miss. I'm like, come on, this is crazy. And she's like, oh yeah, nah, I'm going to get you that. I'm not going to just, I mean, like, cause they not pulling us out of the cell. She's like, nah, I'm going to bring you that.
Damn, that's
boom.
Wild.
So they did. So after that, when we finally start coming up, I went to get my job back. I had the HSU job and shit like that. I mean, it was mad shit they was doing. Like, I went to get my job back. She like, yeah, nah, cause they put the chick there, cause the chick that ran in, I say her name was like Erickson or some shit like that. She was like one of the first people to like run in and all that. But yo, dude had turned around and nigga pieced her up, knocked her fronts out.
Sheesh.
Boom.
That's crazy.
Nah, no bullshit, son. Like, yo, that shit was crazy, son.
That's nuts.
It knocks her fronts out. Boom. So they put her like in charge of like job assignments and like housing assignments and shit like that. So I was like one of the first. So she put her in charge of assignments and all that.
Was you able to get your job back?
Nah. So
what about? Did you end up getting your GED in there at all?
Nah, I ended up getting my shit like right before I came home. Probably like
that's what's up.
Yeah, probably like a month or two right before I came home.
That must have been good, at least, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sure.
What so talk about the feds. When does that come into play? Is that before you did that time? Is that after?
Yeah. So hold on, dude. Cause fucking after that police shit, I'm saying fucking the chick ever since she was in charge of housing assignments and all that. So mad and the homies was in the box and shit. She was playing wild games, son. Like I was downstairs in like L block. All the homies was in the box. Probably, I remember. Matter of fact, Mousy Montana was in the box. I want to say they might have been Shelley's, but it was mad homies in the box though.
Yeah.
But some of them were supposed to come out though, cause you know what I mean. Some of us ain't directly get involved in shit like that. So I know one thing for sure. That they had moved she had moved them to the green side. She had moved the homie to the green side, but like I think Tanner thought he was gonna go with him and shit, like cause. Like, yo, we sellies. Like, if one's getting out, like, we both getting out, right? Like, they like, nah, just him. But you know there's a setup when they're like, yo, you going to, like, K2. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, like, we never went to the green side before. You heard? Like, she's like, yeah, they go, like, you going to K2. And sure enough, like, I mean, as soon as the homie goes, like, yo, come on, he's from Boston. He's on another time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sure enough, when he got on the block, though, you know what I mean? Like, I guess dudes, like, pulled up on him, but I heard he, like, they said the homie put on, though. He said, homie knocked somebody under the steps.
So explain that. Like, so pretty much they keep certain dudes separate, and now, like, you think on purpose, probably, right? To playing some games.
So that's what I'm saying. So after that, like I said, that's what she did. Yo, so, like, yo, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put him on the. So that's what she did. She set them down there to me get locked up. But I heard he knocked one dude under the steps, broke the other motherfucker up. But yeah, my son Mouse put on that time, like, because he could have refused.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what niggas doing. He could have refused. He didn't. I'm saying, so, like, I mean, like, that's
so
that's probably like the main, out of anybody, that's probably like the main thing that was probably happening. Like I could say, like, yo, that was some like real direct shit after that police shit. Like other shit was happening, and then I want to say who else they did to, probably Macho. We was all on like we was all on like L1. Yo, son, she moved like 4 of us off the block. She moved like 4 of us off the block and fucking moved like 6 dudes from the green side down. And as soon as the doors popped, sure enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think it was like I said, I want to say Macho, but then I want to say Latin King, some Latin King dude helped. Asian homie He-Man. He wasn't like, he was just an Asian, but He-Man helped. It was somebody else. It was like 2 other people, man.
Wow.
2 other people just helped. I mean, it was just like some random, like just because like the bro was like by himself, they opened the door. Like, yo, come on, like who, like, you don't do that. You know what I mean? And like I say, you open the door with green side and gray side, they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it was almost like a setup. But I guess she didn't expect, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a Latin King to get involved, the Nyata or something. You know what I mean? Like I went, it was like 3 other people that was like non-affiliated.
You think she would have even cared if somebody lost their life?
I mean, probably at the time, like, nah, that was some spiteful shit. I mean, like that was spiteful and it's like, how can anybody feel any kind of way when you don't know what happened? So that's beyond your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that's where it gets different because, like, so what if somebody did do something to a staff, something like that? Like, yo, it's not your job to take it personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your job to take it personally. So, but they doing it. You know what I mean, so with them, how much difference does that make you from us?
Yeah.
I'm saying like,
it's a fine
like how
line.
you do something to me and then write me a disciplinary report. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, come on, that's where it gets crazy. Like, and I'm talking about like, yo, do some shit I wouldn't even think of doing. Like, y'all do some grimy spike. Like, yo, that's like, and niggas getting like football numbers for the things that y'all doing. Like, you do something like that, that's almost like some premeditated. You know what I'm saying? Like something,
abuse of power, for sure.
A premeditated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you got somebody else hurt. You know what I mean? Like, on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I used to send my man down there to get broke up and he break up a couple more. I mean, like, yo, come on. It's like you playing with other people, I mean, like kids and all kind of things.
Playing with people's lives, like families, it's so dehumanizing, man.
Yo,
it's
bro,
sad,
I'm to the fullest. I'm like, that's something totally different. Like, I did damn near 7 years in the box, son.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for them to come in and grab me, like, I never got my GED in the state.
Yeah.
So I be in the middle of the classroom, niggas would come, yo, come on.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Middle of class, yo, come on. So I always used to be in my cell packed up. You love coming to your cell, son. You already packed.
Mm-hmm. Because
I mean, like, you can't, it's not even pop off anymore. It's like, yo, like, fuck you grabbing me for somebody else doing something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what you think or what you know, like, what you grab me for somebody else.
Damn,
I'm saying, like, that's the whole thing even talking about, like, it'd be like, yo, and that's where they kind of like mess their head up, because like, yo, why y'all even talking about like gangs or anything like that? Like, we not sentenced for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it come down to too. It's like, yo, we're not sentenced for that. So whatever happened on that side, like, yo, y'all supposed to be rehabilitating us. We not none of the charges that we here for is like, oh, you got 10 years for being a gang member.
Right.
Nah. But some of our paperwork or newspapers already had us labeled as that.
Yeah.
So why you talking about that in here? I was already that or something. I mean, or allegedly, you know what I'm saying? I was already alleged that. So why you? So what? I mean, that's like almost like a religion. You're not asking people, oh, they was a Christian when they caught the case, so you're like, oh, nah, you're not doing that to people. You know what I'm saying? So like, why you not talking about my charges? You be in there, they'll pull you in there and be like, yeah. So what about this? Like, yo. How about the home invasion I caught? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Let me do the time for that.
Yeah,
first.
but it's like, yo, they want to ask you about affiliations and shit like that. It's like, yo, nah, how about a program for this charge I caught? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you bringing me in for that?
Some skills, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you talk about that,
education.
talk about anything but that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what they end up calling and labeling influential and shit like that. We in there asking for programs on the real.
Right.
I mean, we get past other bullshit. Like, we in there asking for programs. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And everything else you see is how they getting money.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I mean? I don't know a lot of language, you know, but when I break something down, man, that shit's about money.
If you all follow the dollar, things will start to make sense, right?
It's about money. Sure. Like, I mean, like, nah, like I said, sitting there 10 years, like, I watch motherfuckers go from my block officer and wear a suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You seeing people get old. Staff going from a rookie to whatever.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, not even get old, but now y'all motherfuckers just coming in with suits. I go from block officers to this, to ips, to suits, right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where the other part comes into a fucked up ass play, because I just said, watch you from my block officer.
Crazy.
It didn't, but now, somewhere in your trajectory, my name will be entwined, because you used to be an 8 and skate block officer. Now, when that became enough for you to use somebody as a step, you know what I mean? Like, right. Now, you know what I mean? Like I said, so now,
promotions.
Exactly. Exactly. So now, like, when motherfuckers are going for promotions, hey, why not start where I was? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because, you know what I mean? Like, certain people or whatever, like, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, like, they become lenient, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, yo, listen, I'm doing my time. Don't bother me.
Yeah. What happens?
So now you know when you was my block officer, I never used to bother him,
right.
Which means there's something to bother him for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like whether it be, I just got some drink in the cell. Yeah, like, come on, I drink, but like that has nothing to do with me. We not bothering nobody. We not acting silly. We not out here throwing up on a chair. Don't go on my cell type. You know what I mean? Like that was you as my block officer. But now that you want to be an it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When y'all come and do one of them shakedowns and them raids, I got hold of myself, because you was my block officer. Like, you want to search my cell when you was my block officer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how.
But now, that's whole different things.
Well,
I mean, that's
so I take it you didn't get a parole, right? I mean, you got all these DDU tickets and everything like that.
Yeah, so peep this shit. Like, so I probably caught like 30 disciplinary reports. I mean, first going upstate. after that, I want to say 2014, niggas is like 24 now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold on, now you on the back end of the bed. You know what I mean? Like, now you get on the other half. You know what I mean? I'm getting on the other half. You got like 6 in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got the 6 in. Niggas is seeing some good time now. So now I'm like, yo, hold on. I mean, now parole look like something. You know what I mean? Some niggas is like, for real, chilling in. We already like in a place where it's like, yo, I mean, we not, nobody's fucking. If you getting something, it's like me, you holding somebody down, jail shit regularly. You know what I mean? Like, but it's back to business as usual. Niggas is programming, niggas is doing this. Like, niggas ain't on no square shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas something happens and it's like, yo, like, that shit's like dash unfortunate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga doing shit like, nigga probably broke a nigga up. You know what I mean? Like, that shit don't mean nothing.
Nope.
I'm like, yo, son, niggas beefing with niggas you not gonna never see again. You not gonna, it's mad shit. But whatever, it's the trials and tribulations of going through that shit. So, now it's like, yo, when I start figuring that out, bro, also, you know, like, it's not even also figuring that out. It's like, yo, once you get to that other side, yo, points just drop off. So now it's like, yo, hold on. Now that I got this bid in, and then when you start looking at shit, like, yo, I got medium points.
Right. Send me the medium.
Denied. Like, yo, what?
Damn. Denied the parole?
Not denied to go to medium.
Yep.
I mean, get denied to go to medium. But I definitely, I knew I wasn't going to first, but I still would try to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
But now, next one, though, like, why not? Like, how not? Duh.
Damn.
The niggas just was gunning me left and right. And the overrides be, yeah, we not gonna, we gonna override because if we send you down to lower security, you may alter the way facilities being ran. Like, what?
Oh, it sound like BS, right? Yeah.
Like, what you mean I'm gonna alter the way facility being ran? Like, or, I mean, like, they said, oh, another override, oh, just because his points may not reflect maximum points doesn't mean, like, or just because his behavior doesn't reflect maximum points doesn't mean that he's not doing shit that, like, yo, hold on. So that sound like, y'all feel like I'm doing something, but, you know what I mean, y'all ain't giving me no,
there's no evidence
so
of that.
hold on. If y'all not writing me no disciplinary reports,
then
that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all feel like I'm doing something, write me a disciplinary report. If I go down to low security and I alter the way facility being ran, then send me back up to the max. It sound like grounds and send me back up to the max. So if you know I'm gonna go down here and do this, then why not send me down here and let me come back up? Instead of telling me I just can't go down here.
Right. Give me a chance to prove myself at least. Or prove yourself right.
Yeah, prove myself, prove yourself right. But at the end of the day, no matter what, bro, like, I'm not even on no loose cannon up here.
Exactly.
I can't be. I got medium points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hold on. I can't be getting in trouble if I got medium points. Yo, so, bro, I had minimum points.
So what happens with the parole? Denied, and then you wrap up.
This is not even parole. This is low security.
Yeah.
2018, it was a staff assault on the green side. I don't know if that was the beach joint and all that. Might have been the beach joint and all that. That was over there. I know Beef was involved, I believe, or I know he spoke on it.
It might have been.
You know what I'm saying? I just had met him. I met him when I came back on the FEDS. Yo, when that happened, nigga, I had just got out of DDU. Probably that year, I was probably in pop for like a year. Cause right before that, like I said, I got denied to go to medium again. So I ran down to him. I'm like, yo, listen, son. Like, I keep denying me to go to the medium. I got minimum points. Like, I was like, yo, I'm supposed to be going for parole last time. I got 4 years clear conduct. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I mean, from 30 different reports, I had 1 in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So the first 5, 6 years, 30. The last 4 years, I had like 1.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen, son. I'm like, yo, I want my job. They like, yo, we gonna get you your job back. Yo, probably like a week later, I catch a DDU ticket.
Damn.
Yo, on a humbug, nigga come out from my wreck, everything good, hold the fellas down, tell CO, like, yo, listen, man, I had a long night, pop my door so I could get a shower.
Yeah.
He pops my man door for a haircut. Yeah, that nigga played him on the haircut, whatever, then try to pop on the bro. I mean, but I kind of seen something going on, so I kind of waited to get in the shower because I was going to lock myself in. I mean, being that nobody was out on my wreck, so, I mean, but then I kind of waited, and like I said, I seen kind of off, so I'm like, yo, I got out of my Bobos and went through my sneakers on. So as I'm throwing my sneakers on, see a kid pop, I'm ready to jump down the steps, you know what I mean? I turned into something else.
Okay.
I mean, then somebody ended up getting shot, shit like that, and you know what I mean, like, that's when we had to go to DU. My man got 3 years, I got like then 18 months Brazy Miller, the white boy, Avatar. Avatar.
Yeah, I was supposed to have him on too.
Yeah,
so let's just fast forward a little bit too, for the sake of
homie Bay.
For sure, for the sake of time and everything. Let's fast forward a little bit. How do you get to the feds? How talk about that, bro?
So again, after they had the assault, they locked the whole jail down. They come running my cell. They come and run a bunch of people's cells and all that, but they came. It's almost like they came and retaliated on the homies. You know what I'm saying, like, that happened over there. They came and retaliated on us. So first thing they do, they come flip our cells. I'm sitting in my cell. They ended up giving me my HSU job. I lost the HSU job, and then I already knew this was kind of something in the works because I tried to get my HSU job back. They're like, yo, nah, don't worry about hiring. I go in the kitchen. The staff assault happens. We on lockdown. I'm waiting to go to work. Next you know, we hear them coming on the unit. Still don't think nothing. We ain't do shit. They at our door with guns.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, get on the ground. I'm like, all right, like, shit, I'm good. I mean, like, I'm working. I just got a DDU. Niggas just clear conduct again. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'm on my way home.
Ooh, God. I just want to check that.
Okay, so I'm like, yo, so I'm on my way home. So I'm like, yo, shit. I get down on the ground, they still come in there, fuck me up, stomp me.
Yeah, full compliance, they still
come in there, break me up. So when I get up, I see one of the COs. So I'm like, yo, damn. I'm like, yo, I hope that wasn't you, because I remember him from the building. Like, he works here. So I'm like, yo, I hope that wasn't you, man, stepping on my face, man. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So they roll us out, whatever. Boom. Couple days later, the superintendent, whatever comes by, everybody comes by. Then, like, that's when they start rolling us out of the building. So now, next thing you know, like 4 days later, they come. Start sweeping the building. I'm like one of the first dudes. They come grab, put us on paddy wagons, escort us all around and shit. So they had loaded the van up. They took us to Norfolk. So that's when I was over there with Smiz, Smoke.
Yep.
Me, Smoke, my bro. There was a bunch of us on the tier. Briz, the homie Briz. Shit, man, free Briz, man. Everybody was there, man. Fucking yeah, we was all on the tier and shit. Oh, my son, K Money. K Money from out here, from the bridge, man. My son, good dude. I fuck with K Money. You know I had to get him. Oh man, that's my bro. Fucking but yeah though, like
you get like a federal indictment or something. Like
nah. It wasn't. That's kind of how it seemed. Cause they grabbed like 60 dudes, but then they ended up shipping out like I don't know how many shipped out, but I don't know. I remember I was like one of the first dudes to go and shit though. They had us in Norfolk for like 4 or 5 months, and then one day, son, like I know it, like yo, so we ain't had no disciplinary reports or nothing. So, yo, the chick comes, we had us there for a couple months. We like, yo, what we here for? Like, what y'all gonna do? Like, yo, she gonna stay? We trying to ask where we going. They don't want to tell us nothing. They come, she like, yo, we gonna do a department review board. Like, what the fuck is that? She's like, yo, it's like something to place you out of state. So we like, yo, for what? She's like, yo, so basically, yo, son, that shit was a whole fraud. She's like, yo, she's like, yeah, so we're gonna be recommending you out-of-state placement because you've been having a hard time adjusting, you know what I mean, to the system. I'm like, having a hard time adjusting. I'm like, ma'am, are you sure? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, like, cause you got in like so much trouble and all. I'm like, yeah, like, say you caught all these disciplinary. I said, yo, like, do you see when that is? Like, yo, like, it was like
years ago.
Yeah, it was like fucking from 09 to like 14. And like I said, I had like 30, and then from like I said, it came in 2018. Shit, only shit I had was the DDU.
I'm older
now.
I
told you, and that shit was like, and that was a dead ass fluke too. Like, I'm sitting here, minimum points. Nigga played.
Can't be that hard.
7 stamps.
Adjusting minimum.
7 stamps, and then the nigga went home 2 weeks later.
Damn.
Come on, son. Nigga got shot and all. Like, nigga went home 2 weeks later, new blast on his shit, everything, for a haircut.
Crazy.
And we got to go to DDU for 3 years, 18 months. This nigga went home 2 weeks later.
Damn. So where the fuck did they send you?
Over the Walpole, DDU. So but as we sitting in Norfolk, nigga, finally the bus comes. I mean, like I said, she do the department review board. I'm like, man, yo, you're not gonna talk about none of the good though. Like, niggas is in every program. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is work. Nah, none of that 4 years clear conduct. Like, none of that mattered, right? Boom. So
get on the bus.
I mean, we still there. Next thing you know, the nigga comes and he like. Like I said, I was the first one to go from there, but then I ended up seeing like Tata on the van, couple I don't know. Anyway, Briz comes, so I'm like, yo, so you like, yeah, let's get the bus on the road. I'm like, where this bus going? He's like, oh, this going to the feds. Cause like I say, you know, niggas asking like, can you send us to Rhode Island? Like, we heard y'all got a contract with like 27 states. Niggas is trying to go to like Montana, New Mexico. Nigga here sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he like, oh nah, this going to the feds.
So where in the Feds? Feds is a big system.
Yeah, we just went there to pick people up, Rhode Island. Went to pick people up, Rhode Island. Then they sent me to Brooklyn. I was in Brooklyn for like a week.
Yep.
I was in Brooklyn for like a week, and we was already designated. So now that's where that comes in at. So the whole time we was waiting, they was just putting an out-of-state packet together, and they was just already like doing all the classification over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once we went over there, we was already classed the way we was going, type shit. So niggas get to Brooklyn, and now you know, I get there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, what's up? Niggas like, yeah, I just came from the state. Saying like, niggas like, what? Like, I'm like, yo, yeah. But me, niggas got on the phone though. You know what I mean? I kind of already checked out. I was like, yeah, nah, we was just talking to the bro in the state, like, now we just heard they grabbed all them niggas up, like, but still in order. Niggas like, yo, damn, I'm coming from the state, like, whatever. So I'm there for like a week. Then a couple more dudes came from Mass and shit like that. Like I said, Briz came, a couple other dudes came, and then fucking Old Macho came, and fucking so from there, that's when we already shit. But now that was another thing too though, like, so when I get my papers and shit, and I'm like, actually dudes like, yo, what's this? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is MCR? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, where they get 26 points from them? I'm gonna say, my shit say max. Or USP. I'm like, what the fuck is USP? Hey, now you going to the pen? Like, yo, that shit kind of changed. Like, oh yeah, nah, you might not be over here for no sweet shit. You heard like, no wax shit. You might not be over here on the wax shit. Like, you go to the pen, like, cause now niggas is dealing with fair cases going to mediums. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, how the fuck I come from the state and go to a pen? And I'm like, yo, nigga, I got minimum points in the state. That's where that shit fuck you up and be like, yo, like, this gotta be like illegal or some type of way. Cause like, again, I got 3 points. I had I had 0. Like, you know how classification before look. Everything says 0. I had 3 for my case, bro. I had 4 and 1 for being enrolled in school and shit like that. You know, you -1 for being enrolled. You know, like I had 3 points, nigga. I was going to classification with 3 points.
Crazy. What pen did they send you to?
They sent me to USP McCreary in Kentucky.
Sheesh, what was that like when you get there, man?
Hey, yo, son. So
same thing. You got paperwork got to be in.
Hey, yo,
one thing I always hear with the FEDS guys.
It's like, yo, bro. Paperwork. I could never get like the sweet ride. I told you, I'm trying to ask like, yo, send me to Rhode Island. Give me 17 days.
Ain't no easy way out.
Hey, yo,
right?
son. They sent me to USP McCreary. So we on the bus. And sure enough, nigga, these niggas like, yo, she's like, yo, damn, this shit on lockdown. I'm saying, like, yo, this, that, and third. Nigga saying, yo, we heard this happen. The next you know, nigga, like, yo, yeah, he like, damn. He like, yo, I don't even think Bloods could walk this yard. I said, yo, son, watch your mouth. He said, what? I said, yo, watch your fucking mouth, you heard? He said, yo, what happened? Like, I said, what you mean Bloods can't walk this yard? Like, I'm about to get off the bus, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, you. I'm like, I said, I'm about to get off this bus. So now I'm on fire, you heard? I'm like, damn, I'm like, yo, it's already going up since I met a good dude from YO, Yonkers, nigga Nut. And he like, yo, nah, son. He like, yo, hold on, son. He like, yo, it gotta be somebody there, you heard? I'm like, yo, bro, like, I'm not going for none of that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I said, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna pop, bro. Like, now my shit's already, I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm just gonna pop, bro. Cause like somebody gonna come ask me something, like, I'm not going for none of that.
Yep.
He like, yo, bro, it gotta be homies on the yard. Whatever. As soon as I get on the unit, as soon as I get into jail, first thing you know, we gotta go through like SIS and all that shit. And yo, these niggas, he's like, yo, like who you with? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not with nobody. You heard? Like, I would call you in. I'm like, yo, I ain't no call, nothing. Like, I don't know about none of that. You heard? Yeah. Like, some niggas, yo, strip shirts. I already know the song and dance.
Yep.
So yo, don't even look at none of my tattoos. So who's Slikk Puller? So who's Mr. 8? Hey yo, so if you know, then why the fuck you asking me any questions? Like, yo, I just got sent here for, yo, like, yo, so and that's what in the Department Review Board papers and all that. That's what it says. Like, yo, so. They basically sent me out there, like, yo, so I was too influential to be in Massachusetts.
That's crazy.
I mean, so if that's what my report says coming over here, like, yo, I'm too influential gang member to be in the state, why are you even fucking talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where the insult comes in. It's like, yo, why are you talking to me for? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, yo, come on. So that's why I'm like, yo, I don't run with nobody. Nigga, like, if that's the case, yo, when I go on the yard, nigga see where I go. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, now y'all being silly, but this nigga's going in there and like, yo, I'm a blood, yo, I'm from Boston, yo, I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah, nigga, like, yo, put me, yo, nah, nigga, like.
Fucking Maz.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, son. Like, it's like, yo, and then like I said, we know you got, I'm not even y'all cussing. I know what y'all got. So, whatever, so they put me on the yard, shit like that. Yo, so I walk on the unit. Everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever race, whatever thing is on the yard is there. Ain't no blood, you know, you're like, so, as soon as I walk on the unit, niggas like, yo, Stones. I'm like, oh shit. So I walk with the nigga that say Stones. So I start walking with him. I stop. Mm-hmm. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm Gorilla Stone. I'm from New York. You heard? He like, oh nah, it's Black P Stone. I said, yeah, nah, I'm from New York. You heard? Like, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. So I mean, we go our separate ways. Now there's nobody there. You know what I mean? I have to find my way. So he's like, ask me when the GD dudes, my son, shit. Was it Bad News or something like that? Good dude. I'm saying, he like, yo, you go to my homie cell.
Check it out, okay.
He like, yo, you going to my homie? He like, you going to my homie cell and shit. So I go. So he like, yo, bro. He like, yo, son going in your cell and shit. So he like, yo, he a blood. He like, oh man. He like, yo, why you say that like that? Like, I'm like, yo, son, what's up? Is a problem?
Yeah.
So he like, oh nah. I'm like, yo. He like, oh nah, I still don't know if they going at it with the DC dudes and nothing like that. So I'm like, yo, listen, man. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, it was an issue, bro. We don't even need to go to the cell. You heard? Like, what's going on? Like, I mean, he like, nah, whatever. He start asking around. New York dudes come pull up on me and shit. Whatever. Good dude, my son Chin. You know what I'm saying? Like, he pulls up and he's like, yo, he like, yo, you can sit at the table and shit like that. I'm like, yo, I know I'm on. I mean, like, I'm not on timing right now. Like, I mean, but like, obviously, but that shit like neither here nor there for real. Like, I find that shit so whack. Like, it's like, nigga, I'm from the town. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, you doing time. Like, yo, all that shit is so whack over there. I hate the feds.
And how much time did you have left at this point?
They sent me over there 18. I had 3 years left.
3 years. You do the rest of your time there at USP McCreary?
Nah, so I end up getting into a couple things there, you know what I'm saying, like, some whack shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting into a couple things there, but then COVID hit. Okay. So when COVID hit, you know what I'm saying, my points dropped back down. So cause we was locked down for like 18 months. I mean, so
you could get no trouble.
Right, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, COVID's best thing happened. Nigga skated right. Nigga skated right out. You heard? Like,
so we go to FCI from there?
Yeah. I went to
Ray Bro?
I went to Georgia. So I went down south. So I went to FCI. I went to FCI Jessup in Georgia.
You wrapped up from there?
Yeah, I wrapped up from there and shit, son. Yeah, that shit was alright. It was alright, man. I ain't had the best ride, but it was definitely sweet though. Niggas got around horns and all that. Niggas got around the phones.
There. What's the plan for when you get out, right? Because I mean, you've been doing some.
Listen. I had all the plans. I ain't gonna lie. When I got out though, like shit went like mad different ways. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing went how like I wanted to go. And I mean, I ain't gonna front like
no doubt.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and reaching out and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga reached out for help, all that shit. Like, nigga ain't too big for that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, I don't know, like, for some reason, you know, another, like things, or I don't know, man.
So
like,
why don't you talk a little bit about what you're doing now? Because I see you out there hustling and grinding, bro, and I want people to be inspired by that, because you coming from the worst of the worst places.
So the shit's been nasty, bro, but where I'm at now, son, like, I felt the source, bro. Like, I mean, I felt the source, and like it shit that niggas could bend on and whatever, and it's what I'm really trying to get to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I caught situations I'm in right now trying to get a food call and shit like that. Like, that's where nigga mine was. I was down south. I was in Florida when I first paroled out. You know what I'm saying? I paroled in my people shit, long story that shit ain't really work out, and that's how I kind of like ended up on out, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like I was down there, I'm like, yo, niggas should get a food card, like a hot dog card, icy card. Yeah, when I worked at a peanut factory. And first I was roofing though, but then I went and worked at a peanut factory, and I got into concessions. Cause I mean, like, one go with the others. Like, yo, why just focus on that when now you in concessions, you can sell anything. Yeah. I mean, so I got an LLC right now for concessions, but I just don't know what to do with it. Right. I'm saying, like, that shit probably been sent for like a year and a half now because I don't know what to do. Like I ain't even go get the EIN, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was a premature joint. You know what I'm saying? But
that's how we learned.
I mean, that was mad premature. It was like, yo, hold on, $200. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I knew I wasn't going to learn the language. I knew I was going to look it up because I mean, I'm a nigga, you either print it out for me, shit like that. Can I go in there and talk to somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but other than that, like, you talking about email this and that, that shit lost. That shit somewhere lost somewhere. So, yeah, so I got into that. So, I mean, like, and now just everything's just been figuring out. So now I've been working the temp apps. So through it all, even through ups and downs, nasty shit, like, nigga was fucked up, but nigga never fucked up because, like, I'm always working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always go out, like, I got the temp apps on my phone with, like, nigga, in fact, yo, I just left Framingham. I just left a job in Framingham and came here, my nigga. Like, that's what I do, nigga. Like, look what I do.
That's what's up.
I'm sure you
send me up. We're gonna send me some of that stuff
look,
too.
I'm sure you what I do, son. Ain't got no service in here.
Yeah. Tell the people, like, what's the worst part about prison, right? Because a lot of things glorified in the music. Like, to you, what's the worst part?
I mean, shit, just how you treat it, for real, son. Like, at the end of the day,
Dehumanized.
Yeah, just the how you treat it part. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, they supposed to be there to protect us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's care, custody, and control. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's supposed to be what it is. Care, custody, and control. Like, what we do, how we do it, that shit ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all shouldn't be taking it personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, they create a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything the max. Niggas got no units. You got niggas coming out half a unit at a time, like, and that's what they did. Like, they get in one fight now, you put y'all all over here, then they put y'all all over here. Now it's like you got all the units separated. Now you creating shit, you almost creating gangs within the unit, because now this clique gonna stick together because they can't go around nobody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so they're like, all right, fuck it, we gonna ride together because I mean, and that's what's going on. You just creating all this shit and then you call it a problem, but it's like, yo, y'all got your own problem. Open the whole jail for a week, because everywhere else be open. The FEDS is open. Open the jail for a week, you're gonna be a couple fights after that, and it's like, yo, nigga, what's up? Like, niggas gonna be good.
Communicate.
It's gonna be good. Like, motherfuckers just like, at that point, because like, same people go down to the mediums and live together. So I say, like, the worst part is just like, I'm saying, like, how you treat us, what people don't know about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, they play with our mail, they play with, you know what I'm saying, everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people don't know that. Like, I mean, like, this plane tickets that I got, like, they'll call it a problem. It might say staff assault. Yeah. They don't say they played with my food.
Yeah, they leave that part out.
You don't say you played with my food.
When the CEO gets beat up, they don't talk about the 10 times that like literally they're on your visit or something crazy.
You know, it was like yo, literally, like, they ain't say like, yo, like that disciplinary report was like, yo, son, like the nigga played me on my food.
Lying by omission.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to get maced and all that assaulted because like, yo, he played the food.
So tell me why you wanted to come up here today and tell your story. What's the main message you want to get across to the people?
Hey, yo, now first, I gotta apologize to the men, son. Yo, I did bad out here, man. Oh my God, I did bad, son.
But it's all about
so that's why I wanted to come up here, because yo, I did bad, but like I said, I shook back, man, and we gotta definitely get into what I'm doing though, because we ain't touched nothing here. I came late, all that shit. That's all good.
It's an open invite. You'll be back, bro.
Nah, we gotta do it. Yo, I just wanted to come up here though, because like I seen some of the men though. Yo, Montana. Yo, love what you doing, bro, with that music shit. Yeah. Fucking yo, Crooks, King Ace. Yo, Day Heat came up here more busy. My son King Miz, man, like that's still King Miz to me. You already know that. That's my son. Good dude. All the dudes I met with, I told you I met the Kid Beast when I passed the Walpole, when they brought me back and shit. They brought me back, man. Yo, free all the men. That's why I wanted to come up here. I wanted to come up here and say free all the men. And y'all see, like, I ain't gonna lie, I came off the roads, nigga. Like, I came from damn near Jersey, Connecticut. I just don't do it. Yo, literally just took a job out this way, like, nigga, like, no bullshit.
Well, I appreciate
man, yo, my Boston, man, that was nothing too. Like, yo, man, my Boston fellas didn't get shot. I might even remember y'all, but yo, Hawk and Val, son. My man Hawk, nigga, I've been dying to come up here and say, yo, bro, I love you, nigga. Free the bro Hawk, nigga. Dirk, Vaughn, nigga, whoever we got, son, like, free all the good, real niggas, man. Fucking Matic from Springfield, AD,
absolutely,
nigga, fucking, yo, son, if I walked with you, you already know, man. I know I'm forgetting. I'm gonna go blank, nigga. My son, man, I know that's controversy. Fucking, hey, yo,
free the silent ones,
bro. Free everybody, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't, I mean, like I said, I never got into nobody's politics, so I don't know nothing, nigga. If I walked with you, I walked with everybody. If I said your name, I walked with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so So that's all love. Me and Murder Maine, he made it home. I don't know how he's doing. Stizzy Left Lane. I think I met the bro. I'm almost sure I do know the bro, but that nigga got the bars though. I ain't really get into his music. Nah, Stizzy Left Lane got the bars though. He got that boom bop shit for the beam. He got it for the beam. The King H. Yo, this nigga Spanish, bro. Like we gotta get something going. Yo, we gotta get something going for the tail. So
we
like,
doing it.
Yo, King H though Spanish. Yo, said yo, you gotta be the best Spanish rapper that drops. So we putting that out to make sure this go like,
hold it down.
Yo, come on, these niggas he's straight Spanish, nigga. Like, the bro is putting on, son. Like, he's putting on. And I heard his name in the feds. I mean, that was nothing. And he tapped back. I hit him, and that nigga tapped back. You know, that's love. You heard, like,
I appreciate you coming through.
Listen.
Listen, hold on. Let me get the camera real quick. Let me get my bad. Hey, guys, remember, this is the Bounce Back Podcast. It is what it is. What's next is what you make it. On that note, we got to be out of here. We're going to bring it back.
Yo.
Hey, peace.
Bounce back, you got a moment when they see you